like to support the channel. Also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
Aria Aldridge.
I want to be pregnant.
I just want to say shout out to YouTube because I know that they're going to make sure that this video gets very low views. I know that YouTube is not going to push this directly to my followers or the people who are subscribed. And I know they're probably going to play with the comments by turning them on and off. So be very prepared for all of these things for the few people that are actually going to, you know, see this video. But the interesting thing about this is, didn't we have this conversation, guys? Didn't I consistently have conversations on this platform, no matter what it is that I have to go through, right? I always consistently have the conversations that, hey, if the women in the community don't start speaking to these young girls, they're going to idolize, they're going to follow, they're going to, you know, in a sense, adopt the narrative of the grown female artists directly out here. And what did this little girl say? She got to the mic, got her award, whatever it was, and she was like, I want to be pregnant. What would a little girl such as that even know anything about that? And who would she learn that from? Because usually when kids happen to say things, they learn them from a few places. You have forms of media such as movies and television shows. You also have music. You also have the ecosystem of which they are in. So that could be friends or family that are around that child, or conversations that they might have heard, right? You know, like I said, usually it's within close proximity where a child would learn something like this, right? And I'm not trying to hear the whole thing of like, oh, well, you know, kids say the darndest thing. This is no. I've shown you guys enough videos on 2 different platforms how this problem is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And for the life of me, I just cannot fathom why it is that women out here don't want to nip this problem in the bud. That the moment in time that things like this show up, it's very quick to deflect and to turn the situation into, oh, it's the man's fault. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be on a woman to make sure that she instills certain values, especially if you have little girls out here. It is up to a woman to instill those values that can only come from a woman. I, as a man, and I'm going to repeat again, I, as a full-blooded male, heterosexual, cannot sit up here and teach a little girl how to be a woman. I don't have the book. I don't have the authority directly on that. I don't have the back knowledge and the teachings. I can go by the things that I have observed. I can go by certain things that were presented to me by way of women that I respect and value, but I myself cannot fully give step by step on how to be a woman, how to walk as a woman, how to talk as a woman, you know, how to move through life as that. I can't give you that. Right. So again, whenever that narrative comes up where a lot of people want to talk about, oh, well, if a father can be a protector and he can be a teacher, but he cannot sit up there and tell a little girl step by step, this is how you be a little girl. This is how you be a young woman. This is how you be a full-fledged. A man does not have the background, the history, the knowledge. He does not have the life experience in order to do that. Now, a father does have the life experience and the knowledge and the walking into to teach a young man on how to be a boy, how to be a young man, how to be a full-fledged man, and how to be a father, right? He can help a young male conduct himself in that way because he was once all of those steps. So, like I said before, so hopefully, we don't happen to see the standard issue comments, right? Hopefully people will decide to actually focus in on the problem, and they want to, come together or formulate some type of plan or an ideal on how to make sure that the young women out here, the young girls out here, won't fall to a narrative that has been placed out here in order to ensnare and trap them into this genjutsu or this forever infinite loop where it's going to just have, generation after generation after generation getting pregnant, choosing wrong, getting pregnant, right? Because that's not what we want, right? We want the young girls, we want the young women out here to flourish. We want them to be able to move around. We want them to be valued. We want them to be respected. We want them to have more directly for themselves. We don't want the same narrative, negative narrative, that has been placed time and time and time and time again, that has been misused, that has been placed out there to misrepresent, right? And in other instances, it's been used as a stereotype in order to disrespect, right? In order to look over the value of women directly out here. Like I said, that's all I'm saying. Things like this need to get fixed, and the main people who can actually fix this, if they wanted to really do it, is the women directly out here. The women have the power and the ability to teach, to have these young girls out here learning, to invest directly in them, to instill the values and the respectability of a little girl, a young woman, all the way up until a full-fledged woman, and also into a mother, right? Only women have that ability to do that. So hopefully, people won't ignore the words that I'm saying due to the effect of them being emotional or getting caught up on certain types of things. Hopefully people will actually take the time to understand what it is that I'm trying to convey, and they'll understand that and formulate some type of plan or an idea so that this same situation doesn't happen to, a little girl in your family, right? So that you don't happen to see this situation from maybe even a friend of the family, right? Because this is why a lot of people have stated that it takes a village to raise a child. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. As always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.